What is up guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to play Gnar. So it is a transformation type champion. He has this mini form here, really good for kiting and high mobility as well. And then he has a mega form where he becomes a lot tankier, great for going all in and also team fighting. So we get to play against probably one of the hardest matchups to start off with, so that's pretty nice I guess. So we have the Q, that is the boomerang. Make sure that you're actually picking it up when it returns, otherwise it is not going to refund some of the cooldown. So this mini form is a ranged form here. You can actually bully the opponents a lot, but even though it's ranged, it's actually pretty short range still. And against something like Aurelia, if you end up pushing guys, missing a lot of CS early on, but that's how it is. If you end up pushing too far up, you might die just from one mistake, so you have to chill a bit. Usually I like to take W a little too, but I need the mobility against Aurelia, so we'll go with the E. So that is the mobility spell here. And also if you dash on top of another target, you're gonna dash once again. So it can work as double mobility if you have something behind you, so you can actually get out after hooking and stuff. Alright, let's focus on farming so we don't keep missing everything. Now we have the W, so when you damage an enemy champion 3 times, then you're going to deal bonus damage and you also get some extra mobility. Oh, the cannon bro, come on. So you can see this passive bar is full right now, so if I press an ability, I'm going to transform straight up. So this is the tankier version and it also changes up the abilities. So the Q is going to throw a massive rock, and if you walk over it, you can pick it up to reduce some of the cooldown. The W is the CC ability right here, and then the E is still a dash, but you will not get that double jump. We have to try to trade back, but this is what happens. Even if she misses, you know, everything, as long as she has a stack passive, she's gonna out damage us. So I expect to lose a lot of CS early on against those bad matchups. The key thing here is that you try to play around that 3-hit passive, like this, bam. Hook them a bit and then back off. This champion becomes extremely strong in the mid game when you have stuff like the Triforce and a Cleaver. That is when it's fun time. Right, got some poke off. Does he need help? Please tell me he's not dead. I don't have my Q up though. Don't go that way, bro. I want to tank for that. Just back off, bro. Just back off, please. Yeah, he's rolled. Well, that was his own fault. We can't really do much more than that. But, so, when your bar is full, of course, you get to that transformation point. You can use it, like the moment it's red, and if you use an ability, then you're going to transform straight up. Or you can wait a little bit and then transform as well. She's low HP now, but there's like a massive wave stacking up, so she could potentially heal up really fast. Gonna abuse this here, as she greeted to get the cannon. Now we need to try to poke her down a bit. You and then back off so the tower does not get to hit you. And then also keep in mind your short range, so if you are within range of auto attacking, most of the time the tower can also hit you. Right, we have dodged every single E so far, I believe. Can do this. So you can see if you E over, you hit a target, you're gonna get a double jump. That's very good when your rage bar is full, because then you're going to transform straight up. So you got the flash out. Even though that should never happen in this matchup, but you got it. I want to let her push actually, so I should stop going for that, since my flash is also down and I did not get anything for it. Hopefully she's gonna push it out. And the E also deals a decent amount of damage. This is the problem in this matchup here, is that if you lose your E guys, look at the cooldown it has right now. Now we have to punish. You had to know how to trade back. Like if you don't trade back, guys, you're toast. Like you're gone. So even though the opponent can burst you down pretty fast in a short amount of time, if they have high cooldowns after that, try to trade back. If you don't, they'll end up diving you. Lost a lot of CS early on, but it's not too bad now, it's okay. Not keep trading here, because it is Aurelia, now she already has a stack passive, so short trades here. This ultimate... Now we can kill her, she's out of mana. There we go, and that is the solo kill. So that ultimate, if you saw how I used it, you can, move the opponents, like push them in a direction that you choose. And if you knock them into the terrain, they will get stunned, and they'll take a lot more damage too. So that's what I tried to do on the Aurelia. Knock her straight into the wall here, so she got stunned, and that gave me some time to damage her. And at the same time as well, that is an AoE ability. So, in a team fight, if you somehow manage to hit the entire enemy team, usually means that it's a one fight. Right, we can peace out. This is going to freeze if she plays it well, but I have TP. I'm not going to risk walking all the way up. We're gonna get tier 2 boots early on. Like if we don't get tier 2 boots in this matchup, it is completely doomed. Get this, let's get this here. Wait for the control ward. We can just TP back and then buy it. Yes, he's trying to freeze. That's basically what happens. Usually it is doomed in this matchup if this happens. Wave is fixed now. Just going to push towards us. We don't need to grief it. We can just stay back. She has a stack passive. We do not want to mess with that. Like we do not want to mess with that. So unless she misses up her Q, so she doesn't get the reset, that does not happen. We are not walking within range. So if possible, we're gonna look for a freeze here. So we need to pull the wave a little bit to the side. Like this. And then you can always drag it a bit up. Like this. Now it's in a good spot so we can farm safely for a while. And she has to overextend every single time she wants to farm. So now is when you can actually start, punishing the champions. You can also ping the flash, like if your teammates don't know and somebody decides to gank while you're in the mega form, you have that ultimate up, free CC. This time she did not greet for the cannon. So that's a small trade 1, and we are slowly catching up in CS2. So we lost a lot early on, but that's okay, as long as you can catch up. That is how it's going to be in these bad matchups. It's a lot more important that you stay alive and don't get pushed out of the lane. Little bit of poke, once again. Also that passive, you can see the circle also works on the minions, of course, so this is also your way of pushing out the waves. Oh my days, bro. Oh, she's getting out. Okay. That's actually my bad. That was so troll. I could have killed her. A bit interesting, her Q is already dealing that much damage to the minions. But I also let that kill go away for free. Even though I should not. I tried to get the kill without having to use my ultimate, because then that means I could go for another play. But we are winning the lane, so that's all that matters, honestly, guys. This is a lane we just get absolutely destroyed in. Good kiting. Dodging everything we can too. You can see this champion is so great at kiting, especially when you have fleet footwork. And that passive getting stacked over and over. So as long as we have control over the lane, that's all we want. We just want to get into the mid game. Even though we're always going to be weaker in this matchup, like we can get to the team fights and we can do a lot better. Tried to time it, but I missed. She does not have... Oh, she does have the ultimate up. Do I need to help? Oh my god, Echo, you're getting destroyed so hard. so sad, bro. That is so sad. I need to stack up the passive, otherwise I might die. Nice, there we go. One kill. You getting one more or no? Nice, finally. So I managed to punish them for greeting, so even though you're not... If you don't win the lane, you can also just play to punish the mistakes, because people always do that. Just like they did here, it happens in every single elo. Some elos more than others, but it happens in every single elo. Especially when people get ahead, like this Lee Sin, he's sitting on 6 kills. They will start greeting. Like they will start greeting for those kills even though they don't have to, and that is when you can punish. Did I not get... Here we go, let's get out. Sucks a bit, I'm gonna lose some plates probably, but I had to peace out. Sitting on a lot of gold, and we can also get the Triforce, so that's huge. Right, we cannot afford to wait for another item, so I'm just gonna run back. Also, if you have like minions getting back to lane here, you can E to them so you get that double jump. Just leave it, bro. Oh yikes, what am I watching? Unlucky. You can kill if Echo comes. Okay, he's not. It's okay, we're sitting on a double buff. We can chill for a bit. Thing is, bot lane is losing pretty hard now. So we need to step up. We got the first spike, which is the Triforce. So now you can really start seeing that damage difference. Early game, even though you're a ranged champion, short range and not a lot of damage. But now it's becoming way better. Have to watch out for the Lee Sin. Let's try to poke, we see him bot now. You see that Sheen proc? Ooh, I lost the Q. Accidentally did not pick up the Q, and then it goes on a massive cooldown. Not very good. This thing could be hovering top side, so I'm just gonna watch out for a bit. If he comes top, then at least that should mean a free dragon, I hope. Oh, that did not hit. That is so unfortunate. Because that means she's healing up. We don't want that. That's going to make it a lot harder for us, because she can still win the fights. That's why this matchup is so obnoxious, is that even though you're ahead, she can still punish like a mistake. Right, poke damage, so she's a bit low HP again. Alright, there we go, poking. Doing well, and teammates also doing well bot side. We just keep pushing, guys. When you're winning lane and you know nobody can come and gank, push it out. Because that's how you pressure the opponent under the tower. And if they're recalling without CP up, then you're gonna get plates. Or some damage onto the tower. This is where the demolish comes in. And also when you go into that tankier form, of course, great synergy with the demolish. And you also have the Sheen proc on the Triforce, so you can actually push out the towers pretty fast. And teammates also getting the Drake, so all is well for now. So we just back off and not read it any further. So now we're gonna get the cleaver, and then we can start opting into tanky items if needed. The cleaver mainly because they are a little bit tanky with the Lee Sin and the Aurelia. She's already building armor, probably armor boots. But it helps you shred those tankier targets. So you can be strong in those 1 versus 1s and even in the team fights as well. Ooh, almost lost that cannon. Are they doing well in the fight? Problem is that if I roam right now, guys, what happens is that Aurelia just insta-shows the wave and then my tower might go down pretty fast. I don't think I can be up here. Lee Sin. There he is. We see him. Yeah, he's definitely gonna come top. You have to wait for him to go mid again. So just stay out of vision for a while. Otherwise, if he sees me right now, he's gonna camp top. Or just stay out of vision. He might actually be invading. The blue buff. In that case, that's really bad for the Echo. We are 3 levels up on the Lee Sin, but still, this is not a melee champion unless you get your Mega Form or you're at least close to getting it. Oh, he cleaned out the entire jungle. That is quite unfortunate. We'll take the wolf then. At least deny him that part. Yeah, this Echo is getting pretty far behind, which is not very good for us. We have a great mid though. We try to like identify what we can do in the fights while we are laning top. We would actually need to take down the entire team. Like we need to hit at least 2 or 3 people at once with every single ultimate for us to like get a guaranteed one victory in the fight. I knew this guy was coming top, and of course he has the Ravenous Hunter or Ravenous Hydra. So I'm getting one shot. If I get hit by his Q, he's gonna one shot me straight up, and he's coming in here. Yeah, Aurelia has Blade of the Ruined King, and she just starts shredding people. Okay, 3 people top. I don't have the ultimate up. Okay, good engage. Is it going to work out though? Nice. Nice, Echo getting out or what? You can go in. Oh, got the wrong one. Unlucky. Echo died sadly. Good engage by the Akali, but I don't have a proper way of engaging with the ultimate. Sometimes you will if you have the dash up. Watch out for Lee Sin. Unlucky, he flashed. It's a bit cringe, but it is what it is. Akali is doing insanely good though, so as long as she survives, she might die too because Lee Sin has the reveal. Bot lane, help. Oh no. He messed up big time. Okay, it's working out somehow. I don't know why it's working out, but it is. Now we need armor, so they have healing, right? They actually have a decent amount of healing with the Draven. They also have Lee Sin with the Hydra. They have Aurelia with the Blade of the Ruined King and the Q's too, so anti-healing of course is going to be great, so that is what we will be building. We have the main damaging items we need right now, the Triforce with the Cleaver, so that's all we need. Now we can just go into a tank. So it's a champion that becomes really good as a split pusher, but also, you know, as a team fighter. If you build him properly. So I want to make sure that you actually have some tank items, otherwise you just get one shot in fights. Break us up soon. Let's watch out for them stuns. That is the mid lane over there. We can push out mid, I think. Problem is that you want to try to time it so this form comes up during the fights. If you can get to hit something, like the minions, that would be great. This secured, so I might TP top. I hope, unless she TPs to the fight now, that would be a disaster, but that should not be happening. Alright. Did not lose the tower. I'm not sure if we can take it. But I'm gonna push out the wave just in case here. Yeah, ideal thing, a way of engaging a fight is that if your bar is almost fully stacked, then you can like double E to the enemy team and then knock them into the terrain. Right now it's not very good because my form is going to expire. But we got an engage somehow. And we got 2 kills as well, so I call that super worth it. 3 kills. So you can see sometimes you will turn out to be really lucky despite you being in the mega form too early on. And other times it's not going to work out. Actually, Lee Sin is alive. I have a feeling he's going to steal it. Oh, thank god. Thank god. Nice job. And we got another kill. Nice. So we just picked up 4 kills just from that engage alone. You see, you hit multiple people with the ultimate. That is going to stun them if you knock them into the terrain. Then you have your W in your mega form. That is another CC, AoE CC ability. So you can like chain that and then you come in with the Q. And a couple auto attacks, just in case they somehow survive still. Remember to pick up the rocks in your mega form because it's going to reduce the cooldown of your Q. And we can peace out. We're getting lots of gold every single time we base just because we are delaying them quite a bit. Now we have the anti-healing. That's going to mess up his healing, and also Aurelia with the Blade of the Ruined King and Lamb Scepter. And her Q as well. So most of the time you actually end up building this as your third item. Sometimes if they have lots of magic damage you can just go for Force of Nature or something that gives MR. He's gonna hold me in, so I need to keep the distance a little bit. I don't get ulted away. And he's out. That slow is so nice on the Q, guys. This actually makes you so great at kiting when you combine the slow with the W passive stack. So we can start grouping here. Of course, it's a champion that could do well. Just a little bit of poke. You can hit AoE damage. I didn't need to flash right there, it's not really worth it, but we'll just go for it, why not? I get him, nice, okay, cleaning up. Team on clean up duty. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Is he taking the Q? He's not. He's starting to respect our damage as well. So just keep pushing it out. When you have the Triforce, remember to use some abilities so you can proc it on the tower. Just not your E if you need it, because it still has a pretty high cooldown. So if you use that and you're getting engaged on, you don't have a way out. That's something to keep in mind. Pretty obvious he was going for that W jump, so I just aimed my W at the ward instead of the Lee Sin, and he's going down as well. Let's watch out a bit. And push this out, and then we can clean up the jungle if any camps are left. I think they are. Farm is okay, it's not the best, but it's way better than it was in the early game where you cannot farm at all. I got the blue buff, and then we can back off. Teammates also starting to do extremely well. We can just take this. I might just stay here and just push out bot side, because they're pressuring top. They're backing off now, but if I can push this out, we get prio around the Drake. See the Q, the damage, and also the W damage for that matter. That is where your wave clear comes in. That is your mega form. That's why you get the wave clear. Otherwise you would have to Q the entire wave and then kill them with the passive stack. You can build items like the Death Stance now. Accidentally build this, but it's okay. You could turn that into... You know, we just delay the Death Stance. Should we not finish this instead? I can build this randoms right here. More armor, they have Draven, of course a crit user, and then they also have Aurelia and Lee Sin. And the other good thing about the random summon is the fact that you want to be engaging the fight, right, in the mega form, so you'll be in the middle of the entire enemy team, and then you proc this active to just slow all of them. And that's it, it should be over. So this item is also really good on this champion. I would have built distance in normal circumstances, but I already had that ruby crystal, so I might as well just go towards this and then get the distance afterwards. Right, can we flank the Aurelia? Then just alter into the terrain and she's out. Okay, he did not jump this time. Just push for the end here. See, there's a champion that can do well as a split pusher and as a teamfight as well. So you know, if you want to pick up a transforming type champion, then this might actually be a pretty good pick. Oh, that's a long jump. I was being a bit careful that he did not knock me, you know, into his teammates. And I'm all by myself. And this is why you also have the tank item, so you'll still be a little bit tanky in the mini Gnar form. Nice counter pick, bro. That was how to play Gnar. Really hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching and see y'all next time.